Hi there, my name is Miles and I'm the product manager for Medly here at eHealth Innovation at UHN. Today I want to give you a quick look at Medly and show you how it works from both the patient and the clinician side of things, through from taking your readings as a patient down to how you interpret an alert in your readings as a clinician. So at a very high level, Medly works by asking patients to take 4 readings in the morning: their weight, their blood pressure, their heart rate, and a set of symptoms. And based on how they answer all 4 of those readings, they're presented with instant actionable feedback, which at the same time is not only shown to them, but shared with their care team as well, and accessible both through the Medly dashboard as well as their email client. With all that being said, let's jump into the patient side of things. So I'll get started here and I'll start by taking my weight. I'll say got it and I'll enter a weight of 166, which for me is actually a little above what my care team has set for my specific weight threshold. I'll continue through and I'll get started taking my blood pressure here, and I'll just skip through, but what you'll notice is that actually when I take these readings, I'm given some tips beforehand on how to take that reading properly. For heart rate, for example, you can see it says take your heart rate while sitting still, after resting, and in a quiet place. I'll finish up with my heart rate here, and then I'll get started on my symptoms. Symptoms questions are presented one at a time, and you'll actually notice there are some specific ones like ICD and LVAD, and these have actually been set by my specific care team to show up only for me. I'll continue on though, and I'll just say no to the rest of these. And when I hit done here, you'll see that immediately I'm given instant actionable feedback, which in this case says follow your healthcare provider's orders to take an extra 55 milligrams of Lasix now, restrict salt and fluids. I can say, okay, I took it, so that's going to dismiss the alert here. But then I also have this new plus button at the bottom right-hand corner. So let's say I feel okay for now, but later in the day I don't feel so great. I can actually always come back to Medly, and even though there's no reading card anymore telling me to take readings, I can hit the button and I can take an additional reading. And this is going to be interpreted the exact same way and shared with my care team the exact same way as well. Taking a look at the clinician side of things now, I'll go ahead and I'll refresh the alert center, which is an at-a-glance view of all the alerts that have been triggered by your patients as a clinician. And what we'll see at the top here is that now we can see the brand new alert that was just triggered, along with the specific measurement, so 166 pounds, the rest of the readings were okay, and the exact message as well. So it says follow your healthcare provider's orders again to take an extra 55 milligrams of Lasix, and so on and so forth. I can scroll through the rest of the list here and I can view the other alerts that have been triggered by my patients, but I'll just go in and I'll actually click on the alert at the top here that was triggered by the patient that we just were on. And it's going to take me directly to that patient's profile. I can see all the alerts this patient has triggered recently at the top here, but I can also scroll through and I can view some of the other readings related to this patient as well. So I can see their weight displayed both graphically and in a data table. I can see their blood pressure, their heart rate. I can see steps actually if they have a compatible Fitbit device that's connected to Medly. And lastly, I can see their symptoms, where a red box denotes that the patient has said yes to a given question. Based on all this information as a clinician, I can make an informed decision on whether I want to reach out to this patient or not. For now, I'm going to mark that this patient has been okay. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to mark this alert reviewed and continue on to the next one. That was a very high level overview of how Medly works from the patient and clinician sides of things. If you'd like to learn more about Medly, feel free to check us out at our website at www.medly.ca.